I'm Arne Kattov, originally from Denmark, and always wanted to see some different. Mr. Edward Gaylord and his secretary wrote an introduction to him. So we went up on North Broadway where they had the building, the publishing company, and talked to him. So we went out to WKY. They had just started the building on Britain Road for a television studio. And I met Mr. Suggs and Hoyt Andrews. And they said, we'll look around and see if we can find something for you. And they did, and I got the job. Started out as an artist on WKY-TV, Channel 4, and started out with a big salary, $80 a week. And I thought, boy, that sounds good. Down at Civic Center, there was an office and a studio. So I did my artwork from a desk. That was not a desk, I just something you could sit there and I did my artwork. And then I found out that they were going to have some kind of western called Solar Shindig or something like that down at the office. So I went down there in the evening because my wife was in McAllister. And here they come running in with guitars and drums. And I thought, wow, that's really something. Solar Shindig, Matches Brothers, all that was done right there in the studio. And we painted the background where we needed it. And for Western backgrounds and what the hell it was, yeah. It was fun, yeah. It was fun to see, yeah. Then eventually they got the studios out at Britain Road completed, and we moved out there in the art department, and where we did all the different stuff, you know, advertising or whatever. And Nick was a very nice guy, and we did several jobs together on the side, not for the station, where we could make some money. And I don't know exactly now, but my son, Chris Kattov, works downtown. He's a painter, and he works over in the liquor store where you're on the Broadway. What the hell it is? A big liquor store downtown. And he noticed on the wall down there my signature, and I said, how the hell does that get there? So we found out that we did some art for them. Byron's, that's the name, yeah. And it's still on the wall down there. Nick Pennis, yeah. He hired Doyle Glacier. He was working as window decorator downtown. And that was how he got the job. But anyway, in order to show the people, Jack Wilkerson, the carpenter, he built 4 big drums that could be turned on a wheel, and then covered with formica. And then it was my turn to go in and put the maps on there with black paint. So when the weatherman came out in the evening, he went out and had a little plastic, like a grease bottle, filled with white paint. So he could go over and draw on a map where the weather was coming from. And then when he was finished with that, the stage hands came out with a wet sponge and cleaned it up so it was ready for next time. But they could turn that drum from North America, South America, or whatever. And we thought that was Hoyt Andres. He was his assistant manager. Found out if we got a squeeze bottle, you know, whatever, we filled it up with white paint and a felt tip so he could draw the map, the white map on the blue-gray background. And that works fine. Turn the whole thing over to this. One day on the coffee shop, I got to talk to Dean Allen, just talk and say, well, the 4th of July is coming up in Denmark. They don't celebrate Denmark, they celebrate America. And they have a big festival in Rebild in Denmark. So Dean Allen was listening to this and said, it's interesting, maybe we could get something out of that. So he talked to some of the boys upstairs and get a photographer to go with us. So 3 hours we went to Denmark and shot the festivities for American Independence Day, which was later made into a movie called The Independent Danes, where I was a Dane coming home to visit the old country, and we toured around and listened to all the wonderful music and visited some of our old friends that I didn't think I would ever come back again, which I did. Now several of those old friends, they're not there, you know, couldn't make it here. But the movie has been shown all over America, especially when they got around to 4th of July. Then they had the movie, The Independent Danes. Tom Paxton, on the back of the building, he parked, an MG had a sports car. And so we thought, well, he's only there. We went out and we lifted it up and put bricks on it so we couldn't drive. But the show was on. We thought, he said, what the hell? The wheels were off the ground that much. But he was a nice guy, huh? Well, the artwork that was necessary, painted backgrounds, and in the meantime, there's a news car coming in. They had to go out and litter out in the garage. And at one time, I think we got a new car in, and Mr. Socks, he was the director, wasn't he, at the station. He would like to have the letters put on real big on those buses. And in a hurry, couldn't wait. So he asked me if I could come out and do that on a weekend so we could get it done. So he's standing behind me, you know, while I was masking off and spraying all those big letters on the wagons there. But that was something else, yeah. He was an exceptionally nice guy, Mr. Suggs, yeah. With his wife too. We were sitting one day at home, and here he drives up with his wife, and he said, I noticed that my wife and yours is about the same size. And my wife has a bunch of clothes. She said, that's the thing. Yeah, would you like to see that? And then I said, wow, yeah. And that was expensive stuff. And it fit her right precisely. Anyhow, I made one year for Christmas, and I painted the old church in town where I was confirmed and we were Christians, with snow on the scene. And my wife said, oh, that's our hometown horses. I said, yeah, I did that. Yeah. We painted the backgrounds of the old interior of a barn. So hay bales we brought in because it looks like they're out in the country. That's what we did, yeah. Well, I don't know. I was happy working there for 25 years.